Hello, thank you so much for administering the group test for Elpac. We're quickly going to go over some of the information. We talked about this briefly in our training as a staff. The big thing to know is that you'll be assessing 3 of the domains: listening, reading, and writing. Students are going to need a computer, headphones, and paper and pencil. You can also use test dividers. Basically, it's the same as Elpac in terms of materials, but the headphones are not optional. Students will need these to do the test. What you need to do to get ready: you need to log into TOMS and make sure you sign the security agreement just like you did with Elpac, but this time for Elpac. I will check your access to be a proctor for Elpac. There are 2 ways to get there. You can go to the elpac.org site and log into the TOMS system, or you can go right to the TOMS website. If I go to the TOMS website here, it'll take me there. When I log in, if you have multiple roles, make sure you pick Elpac Test Coordinator. It'll look basically just like Elpac. You go to Links, Test Administrator Interface. You're going to create a new test session. Pick your ID, go. And then you'll want to pick this one, the summative Elpac. Initial is the beginning of the year. We are doing summative. Click it. Make sure you pick your correct grade band. There's 3 through 5 and 6 through 8. And then you're going to choose listening, reading, and writing, not the speaking. And then you'll select operational test. And just like in Elpac, you'll get the session ID, and you'll approve the test as students come in. If you forget to click a test, no problem. You can just select another test. If you forget these steps or the directions, they're all in these slides, which I will send out to you. For the student login, there's a video tutorial here if you want. Basically, same as Elpac. They will log into the secure test browser, not their Chromebook. They'll click on the secure test browser, pick the state, enter their login information. Again, I will provide the SSID number. You provide the session ID, and then they select the test. As the proctor, you will tell them which test to do. Something that is different for the Elpac is that you actually have something called a DFA, which is Directions for Administration, and you'll read a script to guide them through each part. You have to read a script and guide students through each part of the test. So you tell them which part of the test to start with. They'll wait for approval until you're ready, and then they'll begin the test. A couple of other things to note is there's a thing called stop markers in here. Partway through, students will see directions for stopping the test early. It's a stop marker. Do not have students do this in the group test. They should not end the test early. They should continue to the next question. Monitoring students' progress. As students are taking the test, walk around and check in with students. You can also monitor on your screen to see their status. Students end test, and it's many steps. They have to click end test, and then they have to say if they want to submit. Are you sure? Yes, and then log out. If students are not done, they have as much time as they need, so they can check their work, then pause, and then come back to it another time. If you are stopping a test session, make sure students are paused or have ended their test and submit it and logged out. When you log out, that stops the test session. A couple other things to know is that Again, students need to have headphones. And unlike an SBAC, the listening part of the test cannot be replayed. Students need to know this before they begin the test. They only get to listen one time. They can take notes as they do it. Questions can be replayed. So they would listen to a passage, and then they would answer questions about it. Thank you so much for administering the Elpac tests. If you have any questions, review this video or the slides, and feel free to reach out with questions. Thank you.